Close the door. What's that? Pressure. I'm gonna put it in the chat again. You gotta wake up in the morning to that pressure. Oh, that shit's still in the chat. I'm tripping. Pressure. Pussy. Ooh. Pressure. That nigga stupid. Close the door. Pussy. That fuck nigga stupid, bro. Ooh. Pressure. What Julio hiding at? Hurry up, cuz. That's my buddy. Ooh. Pressure. I want that pussy in the race. Pressure. Damn, man, shut the door. Pussy.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't geese, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. At the money low, I'ma grab some brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window?
Pressure.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And they got Raiders. I want all the smoke, too.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 6-18. Hey, Wahoo!
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown.
He locked up just now, boy.
Antonio Brown.
Them niggas are standing right there. I don't know how the fuck he threw that ball.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0
Shit, I gave up on the play, bitch. I thought he got that boy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Can't be letting me get that ball off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Pressure.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends.
He do, bro. Nas is just a good rapper. He ain't got no real
all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
no hits.
you've got a jackpot there.
Flushed out right.
Yeah, this is all about the hits.
Incomplete.
You ain't got no hit, but you did.
To run under it, but it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that,
that's what I'm saying. He's a good rapper. You can't compare good rappers to niggas that just go out there and make money and make hits. So they'll give a fuck about this rapper shit.
That, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Bruh, the fact that this nigga took 100 years to pop that ball
back. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now it's Jackson.
Oh,
a big loss here as he's taken down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. From here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, 28 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Let's go.
I ain't worried about it, bro. I'm just trying to see what his game at.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. If you don't get
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Let's go. You Jerry. He's fucking Jerry.
Touchdown. Seth Roberts, 59 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive. Turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking deep downfield.
Ooh,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Don't you lie. Bitch, who you think you play?
On second down now. It's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Does it better? Let's go, let's go, let's go. You can come closer than close. Yeah.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a big failure for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back.
He wasn't even supposed to score. He fucked around and got a fumble.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I just got a pick out from scoring it. Big there. But I'm going to do it right now.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right.
Wow.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
What to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's going to try to run.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs.
Sit him down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Ward. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go on fourth down with Carr.
Get your ass back.
Route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is going to get the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I guess they'll give me 1.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Give it
He's
back.
going to walk
Look at that
on deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Yeah!
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr to throw again.
Get the pick. Stop playing with me, man.
In the air, and now it's
That's
intercepted.
fucking pick, man. Stop fucking playing with me.
Patrick on Wassel. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Come on, man. I didn't even go down.
Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Watch the whip. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram.
Yes, sir.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Let's go.
And this is touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr now on 1st down. It's a screen to Richard. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come here!
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
T-Roy
defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
That's the only thing he probably going to
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's what I did to Trey yesterday. I sat back and just watched this game. And they jumped out 14 shit. He thought he was going. He jumped out 14 shit. He was quiet. You know, he get quiet when he think he about to win. He quiet the whole time, concentrated.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this.
Let me fix my receivers real quick.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Come on, fellas. A gain of 6. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver.
You know I beat you, boy. That's what made you want to come back and play me.
I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because
no, we played
when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
Hey, look, 48, Alpha. Let's go. All day, Paul. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Base. 48.
They do go for it. It's Carr.
Wow!
It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Right there. All day, baby.
Who?
Ready? He's checking. Crash. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Tell me the ending. 54 Mike. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
Got him.
That's
Look
caught
him
by
on,
the former Sooner, Mark
Andrews.
16 yards, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You track.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 26.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, Pop say, I'm on whatever you want.
Exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Jackson now. Escaping the big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Marshall, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
7:34. Check back 40. Got one.
From the 29, Carr, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Exit.
Carr going to look to throw.
What the fuck?
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Carr. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Ingram's got the first down and more, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10, being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there.
My shit updating right now. Busting down a little Tatiana. You know what that bag at? Tell me what it is. I can't eat them shits at all. I don't like them bitches. Them bitches nasty to me. Them churches ones though? Them churches ones gonna do it every time. But I eat them bitches however, bitch. If you won't smoke, alarm me. Oh, bitch, I'm about to go in the room and eat cereal with no spoon. Ooh. It's my off day. Shit, they tried to call me in yesterday, bitch. They told me, after they already done told me that we might be closed. Bitch, that's all you had to tell me was we might be closed. I'm thinking we closed, bitch. I ain't coming. Fuck, we might be, bitch. Oh, fuck it, man. That shit gonna take a minute, man. I'm finna get on 2K.